Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Thunder 2004. And in this episode of our third season in career mode, we are going to be completing race 14 of 36, the Pocono 500 at Pocono Raceway. In the last episode, we went to Dover, where we kind of dealt with a car that just didn't want to do anything right. It was entering from the bottom and then sliding up to the top, even if there were cars on the outside of me. Yeah, we made a bunch of rivals, especially some lap traffic for the most part. And, well, even though we managed to finish in 4th place, getting that top 5 finish, Sterling Marlin was the winner. So that was something that I was surprised by because I had no clue who was up there. We were battling with Ryan Newman, Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, and then, all those lap cars, second of all. But we are still the points leader by 36 points over Tony Stewart. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is 76 back, and our race winner, Sterling Marlin, is in 8th right now. So we've had Sterling Marlin and Jimmy Johnson, running really well, but they just can't finish the deal in some places. Well, Sterling Marlin can, I just don't know about Jimmy Johnson. And these are all the rivals. Freaking Casey Mears crowded me down to the bottom in turns 1 and 2 at one point. I got nowhere to go because my car can't do that. All these negatives. At the beginning of the season, it was kind of feeling like I should have had a bunch of rivals, and I didn't for some reason, but now we're finally starting to have them. Earl Hall still hasn't raced since Daytona and is pissed off with me 10%, and that's very triggering and annoying. We are using Kamikaze Games paint scheme in this episode for no particular reason. I don't know, maybe we could win at Pocono today because, we're always a good contender for Pocono. The only problem is our car is just not that good in the draft and is really lacking in power. So maybe it'll be a little less this time. We can stand a chance. We'll quick select all of our equipment. We got fresh body and a used engine and chassis from the last episode. Car rating of 73. Let's get to qualifying. I just woke up, so my commentary might not be on peak, but that was just my outlap. And yeah, of course, it wasn't that fast because it wasn't up to speed yet. 30-second tells me that there's no chance of me actually qualifying on pole today. They probably really upped the standards for the AI in this one. This car is tight. I did have it loosened up, but we're on -1 turns of wedge and 20 psi, so you figure that would be pretty loose. So I guess overall this car is just still going to need a lot of chassis improvements. Getting the brakes right around that second Pocono sticker on the outside wall. And we got back onto the throttle at a really good time, so that was a great turn 2. Let's just try not to overshoot turn 3, which I kind of did a while ago. Not that it mattered. I kind of dove back down a little too early. So now, I'm under-driving the corner. A while ago, I kind of overdrove the corner. But this should be a better lap time. About half a second, something like that. What is it? 25th. Oh, dear, we've got a lot of cars to pass. Rusty Walrus starting on the pole next to Mark Martin. I don't want to say Walrus, but I do. Because Rusty Walrus exists, and I've got to race with him in core all the time, so now I'm programmed to not even know who the hell that Rusty Wallace guy is. I try to stop them from cheating me on the freaking start of the race, but there you have it. They just freaking shot past me all on the outside line. And damn, this car just didn't want to turn. Going the same speed as these guys in front of me, but this car just driving up the track and not getting down to the bottom. They're all going to slam the brakes going to turn 2 right here, so let's just be prepared to probably dive underneath Michael Waltrip. Not off the track, JC. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we made up a little ground. Drive a little bit faster than what I would expect to. They also pretty slow in turn 3. It is so hard to race around this track whenever I can't see the turn in front of me. I can't see anything. All I see is cars. And that's something I hate about racing around this freaking track sometimes, is how slow they are, and then the fact that they're all right in front of you at the start of a race, so you don't know what you're doing. Turn 1, we should be fine, because that's their best turn. Okay, let's just touch the brakes a little bit. Focus on the track, not the other drivers, and we should be fine. Be aware of the drivers, but don't focus on the drivers so much that I'm not even paying attention to the track. You get what I'm trying to say, bro? More and more fancy drivers. Dale Jarrett's maintaining position right now, or making up just as many positions as me, as I should say. Come on, finish the corner. Don't rub Robbie Gordon. Robbie Gordon. I don't know. I'm dumb. I just woke up. Dale Jarrett, what are you doing? Just body slam Johnny Benson. Johnny Benson probably deserves it for being Ultimate 23 Dragon's favorite driver, because, that's the logic that all this stupid NASCAR YouTube community goes by. It's like, oh, she likes Johnny Benson. Everybody hates Johnny Benson. What the fuck is this community that we're part of? But, yeah, in my standards, that's not okay. Stop it, Dale Jarrett. Get some help. Okay, so we're about to crack the top 10. Do I have a chance to win this race? Or at least the top 5. I should be capable of a top 5 because everything's still grouped together very well. I'm going to have to stay behind Dale Jarrett into turn 2 right here, so let's not run into him really hard or anything. And there you go, doing it off the corner. But he's okay. Rusty Wallace. Hey, look, I said it right. Oh, my God. Rusty Wallace. Rusty Wallace. Oh, this is a newfound hope. Rusty Wallace started on pole and is falling out of the top 10. Holy shit. I mean, I'm going to pass him and he's going to fall out of the top 10, I suppose. We just got to push Bobby Labonte. And take my run down to the bottom, and it kind of slowed me up because it does the thing where you automatically slow down whenever you pull it behind somebody. Just use these brakes, don't overshoot the corner. I'm going to go ahead and overshoot it because this car just can't turn, and there's no point in trying to. Yeah, that's kind of sad. He must have been really fast without the draft on his own, and now that everybody else has got the draft, they handle it better than him. Something like that. Alright. Just trying to hit my marks. If I drive over that curb at the wrong way, the car gets sideways and we get really freaking loose. A great run off of 2 right here, passing Mark Martin. We've got the momentum to pass all 3 of these guys into turn 3, but they're all taking up too much space, so I can't really do anything. I should stay behind Dale Earnhardt Jr. down the front stretch, but they're all staying on the outside, so I can't really do anything. And I'm trying to fit in here. There we go. Slip right in, like a little penis in a JJ. Yeah, I just slip it in there. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to make an analogy so you understand what I'm trying to do. Okay, like, give me the draft. Pull me down the back stretch. So, I don't know. Can we get back to the top 5 in this situation? It's really split apart. Oh my gosh. Hit the brake so freaking early. It scares the crap out of me. Okay, we're getting a run off. And I'm taking it to the outside, which would probably not be a smart idea because I doubt I'm going to clear him before turn 3 in a bit. Yeah. Oh, I'm making the outside lane work. Holy crap, I made that work. I can't believe it. Okay, so Dale Earnhardt Jr. is catching them. So as long as I stay right behind him in his slipstream, we should be able to. So, yeah, we started 25th, and we're up to 6th. And we've still got a chance to win this race. At least I believe it, as long as the pit crew isn't slacking off or anything. Just keep hitting my marks. Don't overshoot turn 1 like I always do. Come on. I think Tony Stewart's up there right now. Maybe Matt Kenseth. I don't recall having passed Matt Kenseth in this race. I think that's Kevin Harvick that's running 5th right now. Just kind of trying to see who some of these contenders are. And golly, I am over braking turn 2. It's like you see a car in front of you and you're paying attention to that car, so you don't know where you are on the track. And you don't know like how much time you have until you actually get into the corner. But this is a clear opportunity to pass Dale Earnhardt Jr. now that he's caught us up with the rest of the pack. Okay, so Matt Kenseth is not up here, and I don't know when we passed him or if he just started awful in this race. But I swear we never passed Matt Kenseth. I could be wrong. I have to be wrong. There's no way he started that bad. Okay, we got to run through the front stretch, but Kevin Harvick is trying to pass me, so I've got to make sure this car doesn't get stuck underneath him. Yeah, we got a chance to take the lead if all these guys in front of us are people that take pit stops early, because usually people start taking pit stops around like lap 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm probably going to pit on lap 10 myself. And I rear in Kevin Harvick because they have early braking points, and I am so capable of passing them, but I didn't pull out early enough. So you got JC, know to slip in there, but you got to know when to pull out. Just funny because that's the exact same situation. You slip in and then you pull out. But I was just making that joke, and yeah, I'm not smart enough for this kind of crap. I don't know if we can catch back up to Ricky Rudd now because we don't really have that draft to pull us down the straightaways, and I don't know if we're that much faster than him. Why does this have to be a thing?
Coming up on a car exiting pit road. I'd like to see him stay back there. The 12 car is coming left.
These damn black cars. This is not okay. This is very, very bad. This is that lap cars are so slow that they're barely faster than us on fresh tires, to the point where they're causing me to have to let by other drivers around me. Like that, they're ruining my race. As simple as that. And Kevin Harvick, get off me, Kevin Harvick. I've got to slip it in there. Slip it in there. Golly. side by side, and if you're not on the outside of the freaking front stretch, you can't do anything. Stop drafting with Dale Earnhardt Jr. Turn. Please turn. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. is trying to... Well, that's not Dale Earnhardt Jr. Kevin Harvick. Whatever his name is. Kevin Harvick is trying to kill me. And I lose freaking 3 spots, 4 spots in that entire situation. I blame the lap cars. You know, if the stupid lap cars would stop blocking us, holding us up, cutting us off down the freaking front stretch going into turn 2, then we wouldn't be in this situation. Now the car doesn't work anymore because it has damage and we're on really worn tires, so I have to take a pit stop. So my chances of getting a top 5 are a lot more slim now that all this shit just freaking went down. Kevin Harvick got pissed off because I had already slammed into him, and then I cut him off in the front stretch because he wouldn't let me slip in. Okay, 70 miles per hour. Don't speed into pit road. I have over half a second of damage to repair, so that's great. I don't think I'm going to repair that damage because then I'll just lose this time, and I'm good at making positions regardless. I think that was Ryan Newman that just... Yeah, Ryan Newman just flew past us off pit road. And then we've got Rusty Walrus, whatever the fuck your stupid name is. And then Mark Martin up in front of us, and those were drivers that we had already passed. Get out of the grass. Oh my gosh. I'm so sick of you, Rusty Wallets. Rusty Wallets. There we go. We'll call him Rusty Wallets now because I can't call him by his actual name. We gotta make something up that isn't already used. We're gonna be really fast in a turn 2, so I'm gonna rear end him because I'm tired of saying his name. I would pull down and dive into the corner properly, but the problem with that is whenever I try doing that, I mess up the entire turn. He's going to do the same thing in turn 3. I'm tired of rear-ending drivers in corners at this freaking track, but it's like half the freaking time it's not possible to avoid doing that because I'm not in a position where I can make a pass, so I have to just rear-end him or brake way too early. Yeah, we're probably going to lose like 5 positions during our pit stop and come out like 13th or something, which is just freaking tragic. Okay, now we gotta get around Elliott Sadler, which I'm not gonna do off of turn 1 because he's blocking me. So that's great. Now I gotta pass. Going into turn 2. This is such a pain in the ass maneuver to make because it's not how you're supposed to take the turn. Just throws me off completely to have to dive down there like that. I just have to hope that the guy I'm trying to pass is slower than me enough for it to actually work. And now we're catching Mark Martin.
Number 6, it's up high.
And we're underneath them. This car is trying to dump him off the turn. Holy shit. We also got Ward Burton. I don't know how the hell Ward Burton got up here unless he's someone that hasn't pitted yet. Doesn't look like he's slow enough to have not pitted yet. Okay, so how are things playing out? Well, there's Kevin Harvick, so I guess I don't have to deal with him anymore. I don't know if he like took his time to repair damages or something like that, so that's how he's behind me. He'd probably stayed out longer, so he lost some time because of that. So for that reason, he's probably going to come up behind me and wreck me at some point during this race. So that is great. Once wasn't enough. Gotta pass Ward Burton. Trying to right here. Oh, grabbing that curb a little bit. It's going to slam that wall. Oh my God. Wouldn't be doing that if Ward Burton would not take up so much space. Stop trying to pass me back. I worked really hard to get that position. There's no reason for you to come back along and get in the way. And now Mark Martin's getting away. I'm running 14th right now. It's like nothing got improved because they made me start so damn bad. Kevin Harvick, are you going to push me down the front stretch or something? Or are you going to wait till turn 1 so you can actually push me into a corner? Actually, we're still in the top 10, so that's kind of surprising. Oh, there's Ricky Rudd. I can use Ricky Rudd so that Kevin Harvick won't purposely hit me. Problem is that we're probably not going to be able to maintain this position with Ricky Rudd because he has fresher tires than us by like 4 or 5 laps. So Kevin Harvick got away, but I'm in 8th place right now. It's like, hey, let's get underneath Ricky Rudd. That way that Kevin Harvick won't decide to hit him because that's how the game works. This car turns so well. This car turns so well that I'm underdriving a corner. Fuck oversteer. Fuck it. Oh, can I just maintain 8th place for the remainder of this race because I don't think we're fast enough to make positions anymore. I can't do it, guys. I can't do it. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Ricky Rudd are drivers that were all the way up front leading the race, but they took their pit stop so late that they fell back here, and now they have fresher tires than me by several laps. So I'm trying to hold off 2 cars to see if I can get a top 10 in this race. We still got Dale Earnhardt Jr., so should be able to brake pretty late going into turn 2 right here. and catch back up to him. But we're going to slam into the outside wall because this car is not good anymore. Its tires are 6 laps worn. There, I can speak the English language. I've done something right in this video. Turn the car. I'm tired of this. Oh my god. I hate everybody that's undercutting me, winding up back here, making my chance of dreams coming true so unlikely. I'm going to hold back Ricky Rudd as long as I possibly can. And maybe we just might get 9th place. Kind of doubting at this point. Faster than everybody else behind him, but him, we're not faster. We're just slowing him up. And now we got to worry about Jimmy Johnson. So, I mean, if Ricky Rudd gets by us and Jimmy Johnson gets by us, it's because we already knew it was going to happen. We also got Rusty Wallace, but I don't know. So, got to get on the brakes at that second sticker. Ricky Rudd's going to send it, and he's going to try to recreate a thumbnail from 2 seasons ago. Oh my gosh. And he gets another run down. What? How does he just simply have more horsepower than us? What is this, NASCAR Heat 3, where you fresh your tires so you're just driving a straight line and then you're automatically faster than everybody else? I wish whenever I had fresher tires I could just drive faster in a straightaway than that. So much blocking. I mean, I've done it for this long. I should be able to do it for another 2-3 laps or whatever it is we have remaining. Oh, almost sending into the grass. This freaking car it ain't got shit. I'm not going to get a top 10 in this race at this rate, unless I can somehow hold off Jimmy Johnson too. I'm trying to have Ricky Rudd pull me. Ricky Rudd's draft does not pull me past Jimmy Johnson, so that is great. It's like nothing works anymore. The draft doesn't work anymore. Nothing works whenever your tires are more worn than somebody else's. Come on, game. Just trying to hang on to it because it's like, this is my last resort. Losing my sights, losing my mind. Someone overheated. I think that's for position. Everybody's slowing down for them. Oh, God. It's Christian Fittipaldi, so it's not for position. But it did slow these guys down. We're catching back up to them, but it wasn't enough. Well, that would have been a dream come true. Mark Martin and Dale Earnhardt Jr. over there. They just make a good dive into turn 1. I'm trying not to focus on Jimmy Johnson, but I kind of have to because he's all over my back bumper. And this car, I'm not even trying to block him. It's just so freaking tight on these tires that I can't really do anything. I think we were really close to actually getting some positions there, and I probably would have lost him anyways. I have to brake really freaking early for turn 2, and it ain't got shit. It ain't got shit. I can't do anything with this car anymore. Their cars work so much better than mine because I took a pit stop at a good time, and they took theirs at a horrible time. And that's how they wind up back here. Now I gotta worry about these guys. The car doesn't work! Fuck! I got a whole nother lap. This is gonna be one long-ass lap. It'd be my favorite fucking track, but no, we have to start so badly that I just waste all my tires, and apparently I can't just be up front. And I gotta worry about Kevin Harvick being a dickhead all race long. This car won't work! Fuck! Now Rusty Wallace is cutting me off. Rusty Wallace. Now I'm defending my position. Greatly. Greatly. I am greatly defending this position. Don't overshoot turn 2. I'm still overshooting turn 2. I'm taking it the best I can, game. I'm taking it the best I can. Oh my God. Go away. Go ahead. Hit me. Fucker. This car is so bad. On worn tires. No. 14th place. Great job. That could have gone much better, but we started 25th. We're making up a bunch of positions in the first half of the race, and then Kevin Harvick starts knocking around and stuff like that. That lost us time. And after coming off pit road, we're barely holding on to a top 10, so it must have not been that good of a pit stop. And then all those guys that were undercutting the field were just practically running us over because, yeah, it's just a freaking nightmare, and that's what people on fresher tires are like. Your car is just garbage, and there's 4 or 5 laps fresher tires, and they're just destroying us. But on Thursday, we're going to Michigan for the Series 400, race 15 of 36, where we will use Dale Reynolds' paint scheme because this is one of those tracks that I'm pretty sure he wanted me to use his paint scheme at. Tony Stewart just got his 5th win of the season and is now 28 points in front of me. So we lost the points lead, but we've still got a bunch of good tracks coming up, so I can get it back. I don't know about Michigan. I'm doubting that this is a track that will do any better at than Pocono because I have more problems with Michigan than Pocono. That could change up with this season because apparently that's just how the race went. I think the reason why this race went so badly is because of my pit crew not wanting to be good yet, and then the fact that Kevin Harvick just lost us a bunch of time during pit stops and stuff like that. Yeah, Matt Kenseth is very pissed off because I'm just holding on to dear life, banging people around, trying anything that I can to not fall into fucking 20th place, and I don't think that was going to happen, but still. Kevin Harvick, Bobby Labonte, Casey Mears, and then stuff left over from the last race. Earl Hall still hasn't raced yet. Wow. Oh, Dale Earnhardt Jr. still likes me, so that's great. So we've got some work to do in team management. We've got 3 races left until the simulation software comes in to increase our body drafting, so maybe that could come in handy next time we go to Pocono, because I certainly think that we need it. So in the garage, yeah, what we just used went down to 92 condition, but we're going to be using this in the next race, so we'll go ahead and overall this will bring up tire grip to 76 and tire wear to 74. That's a really big change for 2 races. We'll go ahead and do that. I've still got so much freaking money, so it doesn't matter how bad a race goes. It feels like I can always just pay to get my equipment taken care of because I have so much saved up. There's nothing that I could possibly spend all this money on, to be honest. And we also have the engine to worry about, which is also down to 92 condition, 72 power, 69 efficiency, and an overhaul will get this up by 5 on power and by 2 on efficiency. I'm not really that concerned about the efficiency, but the power is certainly important. So these big changes should make it possible for us to win next time we go to Pocono. If we don't win next time we go to Pocono, I'm going to be very disappointed. I think it's probably because of qualifying, because qualifying is still going to suck, whether we make these changes or not. And we got the bodies. I always think we had to use this in the next episode. This just came in, so we can get rid of this now. Sell that for $168,000, and it don't matter how. I could sell it and not get any money. I'll just give it away to charity, but the game don't let me do that because they don't. Taxation is theft, and I'm just trying to evade, getting tax evasion. So that's why I'm actually making them pay for it. I know. Okay, so happiness rating was probably like 86, went down to 84 because I didn't get top 5. And then, well, we didn't start in the top 10, we started 25th, so these ratings are still really freaking high. So, yeah, we could have several bad races and then these guys would still be with us. And the reason why it's not going down with Outback, it's just staying at 80 is because we're in the top 5 in points still, of course. Well, better luck next time. Maybe qualifying won't be bad, and maybe whenever we get to Pocono next time, we won't have any drivers already pissed off with us. I mean, I didn't really have to confront anybody that was already pissed off with us whenever we went to this Pocono race, but I certainly pissed off some drivers by rear-ending Kevin Harvick and Rusty Wallace and then just trying to protect my position on the last lap of the race and banging everybody around. So, hopefully we just qualify better next time at Pocono, because then we'd actually have a chance, and we could not be dealing with people slamming the brakes in front of us if we could just pass everybody at the start of the race or something like that. I don't know. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.